It's all about acceleration. Stop wasting time and money. We can do this, but we have to understand the task. The Swiss Army knife you could use to cut your hair, and you could use to prune your apple trees, and you could use to change a tire on your bicycle, but you don't, because there's almost always something that is cheaper, safer, and more convenient. And with hydrogen, there's almost always something cheaper, safer, more convenient. So the analogy of the Swiss Army knife is perfect. But a lot of people just hear Swiss Army knife, fantastic, it will do everything. And a lot of politicians, perhaps who are not scientifically trained, have sort of grabbed this analogy, and I hear it now repeated back to me. So I've got this ladder, which I use to explain where at the top, things we have to use clean hydrogen for. And then row B, the second row, is things we probably will, not certain, but probably, almost certainly. And then you go down the ladder to some things which fundamentally at the bottom are really stupid, like space heating, which is done so brilliantly by heat pumps and so badly by hydrogen, or two-wheelers, or buses, or taxis, or local trains, all of which should be electric. In the background, we also have to understand that hydrogen is not going to be infinitely available and free or very cheap. It's actually very difficult to make hydrogen electrolytically in large volumes. I think that a hydrogen strategy, there's two pieces to it. Do we need cheap, clean hydrogen? Yes. Right? So any innovation around producing clean, cheap hydrogen, whether it's from fossil sources but with carbon capture, or whether it's electrolysis, so from electricity that's clean, fantastic. Innovate on production and innovate at the top of the hydrogen ladder, so around fertilizer production, fertilizer use, all of those things, or in petrochemicals. So make that top row clean. And then the second row, so steel, long duration storage, shipping, aviation, making those clean, those are sort of legitimate use cases. And the third area is transportation, but understand the physics of hydrogen before you start, right? So mostly hydrogen can be transported by pipeline and only by pipeline. All the other stuff as a way of transporting hydrogen is probably a bust. If liquid hydrogen is 20 Kelvin, so it's incredibly cold, it embrittles, it likes to escape, it likes to explode, and it's as dense, in fact, it's around as dense, even less so, than expanded polystyrene. You're not going to ship it around the world. So transporting hydrogen we need to do, but we need to be sensible about it. So probably do it as derivatives, but then never turn it back into hydrogen. Just use the derivatives.